Hey, what's up, everybody? This is my first free natal reading for Astarte. And so, for you, we got Leo Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Leo Mercury, Leo Venus, Mars and Gemini, Jupiter and Virgo, Saturn, Aquarius. So, yeah, I see a lot of fire going on here. Ascendant in Aquarius, so that creates an opposition between your sun and your ascendant, and seems like your sun is in your 7th house. I think they got, but I'm gonna go into I'm gonna do nakshatras real quick. Or I'm gonna do 4 pillars of destiny first. So, all right. Um, so you're born in the year of the water monkey, apparently, month of the fire goat, and your day master is wood tiger, and your intimate self when no one's around is wood dog. So both the dog and the tiger are like compatible animal zodiacs in Chinese astrology, so that's like a trine. And then goat and tiger. But okay, so wood tiger, so wood energy, and especially masculine wood, because like tiger and dog, those are both masculine energies, and then wood deals with like branching out and like having ideas. So like when you're alone, or just like, you might have like a lot of ideas, and you'll be able to like come up with like like branch out and like think of like things outside the box, but you might have trouble like spreading those ideas. But you do have fire, and I mean, this like the fire in Chinese astrology is pretty similar to fire in Western astrology. But so um so yeah, I mean, this does help you like spread your ideas from person to person, because yin fire deals all about with like being able to sell something, like be a good salesman. And then so monkeys are yang, so or yang water deals with the potential to convince somebody to believe in you or believe something. So this makes you, this seems like a really good flow of energy, because wood does burn, and then over time, after like becoming part of the earth and creating metals, it turns into water. However, water and fire do oppose each other, so your cohort may have like kind of like dampened your personality or ability to like sell yourself. But at the same time, water does fuel wood, so they probably gave you more and more like ideas. So it helped you kind of like think of even more ideas. Maybe one idea didn't sell, so maybe you figured out how to sell or like work on something, you know. It'll be easier to sell. So okay, so let's do these nakshatras. So I'm gonna start with the moon sign, moon in Sagittarius, 4:30. So that's definitely Anuradha, which is like Anurada. So that's dealing with it's like it's a rabbit yoni. So your most compatible moon sign would be Jyestha, which is actually like the later half of Sagittarius, apparently, according to Vedic. And so yeah, Anuradha is the angelic bunny, angelic rabbit, or Deva, Deva, and then Jyestha is the Rakshasic or demonic per se rabbit. Not You're not Jyestha though. You're Anuradha, but Jyestha would be like a Jyestha moon would be your most compatible partner, perhaps, according to the Vedics. And so, okay, your Sun Nakshatra, 1450 degrees in Leo, is Ashlesha, and I think Ashlesha deals with I think it deals with like I think it has to deal with cat energy. I think that's either the angelic cat, I think, or doesn't matter. But so you got a lot of Leo energy going on. So yeah, you communicate like a Leo, but it's retrograde. So so yeah, don't be too harsh on yourself, or like don't like shine too much light, you know, like on yourself. Sometimes you might want to like put the spotlight on others, but that could be like difficult. And so yeah, your Mercury is in Pushya. So Pushya is the angelic sheep or goat, and so people typically tend to like Pushya energy. So like when you talk, people probably do like what you have to say. So yeah, Pushya is pretty. Yeah, Pushya is a great nakshatra to be in for Mercury. Venus in Leo, Mars in Gemini, so that's a sextile. So and then Jupiter in Virgo, that creates a square of your Mars. So it's interesting to think about. And then yeah, Saturn being in Aquarius, directly opposing your Sun opposition Saturn. That's pretty intense, probably. And then Saturn's in 15 degrees, so that's in your first house. So yeah, this deals with restrictions, and like what I'm saying, you can look at it through Chinese astrology with like, your cohort, kind of like putting out, like that Saturn energy, kind of putting out, like Saturn does deal with like generations. So like, yeah, your cohort probably held back your potential. They probably put out your fire per se, but you do have a lot of fire. Having three Leo placements. But yeah, I mean, you grew up in the same generation as me, so like Uranus, Neptune, Capricorn, so like everything's about like status, social media, and then having Pluto and Scorpio, we have the ability to like, it's a time period everybody's changing, like social media, that's when it kind of like, I feel like it comes down to. And so, I mean, you're talking about the Draconian zodiac. I might do a second video in regards to that. I haven't done too much research into the Draconian zodiac. But perhaps I might do a second video. I need to research that. I just did, this real quick. But so overall, it seems like you do lack the water energy. But, fire and water are, fire is like the externalized version of water. So, however, your sun sign has probably progressed your secondary chart into Virgo. And so your Jupiter in Virgo, that makes your Jupiter in Virgo pretty important. So you're probably going into a time period, probably especially around when you're like in your 30s, you'll probably travel a lot, have a lot of experiences and wisdom be generated. And yeah, I guess like, having this Leo and Sagittarius energy, combined, it's not like fully trine, so it's like a gibbous moon, so a waxing gibbous moon, and so that's like your emotional nature and emotional temperament is probably like pretty full, probably are able to express a lot of your emotions, but having like a lack of water, sometimes some of your emotions might not need to be expressed per se, because like water type signs like deal with their emotions eternally, and it's kind of like under the surface and not seen, whereas fire is more on the surface and seen and like projected. So like this is gonna be a great asset, but sometimes like being a Leo can be seen as like extra, per se. So I would probably, water signs will probably put out your fire, of course, but you might want to like have a close like water friend, just to kind of like observe like how they like deal with their emotions in relation to you. I mean, you guys might not get along, being like very fiery yourself, but lacking the elements that we lack are the elements that we are typically need to seek out in order to create balance, right? And so, going back here, right? You have water, fire, and wood, so you lack earth and metal elements in your chart. But actually, the monkey is naturally metal, and then I think the goat and the dog are naturally earth. So I could say, yeah, I'd say you're pretty balanced. So I guess it does kind of go back to like the water. So it's almost, but yeah. So I might do a second reading on the. I'm gonna do some research on the draconian zodiac, because I mean when I first brought it up, it just kind of like went to Western, but it seems like they're doing some deeper analysis of it. So I might get back to you. I'll either comment on the original comment, or I'll do another video, like a quick video doing that. So this is the first reading for Astarte, and there you go, buddy.